go to promotions.
Alrighty, folks, when I remember to hit the right tap button. Welcome, everyone, to Rattrun. It's our second weekly TTRPG we are doing here at Penance RPG. Third on the last weeks.
We did it, guys.
We did it. And there's not been technical problems and people realizing they can't make the stream at all last minute. Not at all. But joining me are at least 3 players, and we're going to go from here. So, without any further ado, who are you? Where might folk know you from? And to celebrate Dear Santa Week, where you encourage your children to start writing to Santa and begging for the world to get better, what are you asking Santa for? So, starting with the person who knows what they do at the moment the best, Belry.
That's me. Sure. So, je suis Papa Gâteau. Enchanté. Sorry, I'm not very good at French. After Mademoiselle, mon petit pamplemousse, unfortunately left us. I have been left without children. I am looking to give them a good start in life. They follow me around everywhere. You will come to know them, I am sure. I guess you know us from here, mostly. Chris, what I'll tell the kids to write about, I guess, is to tell Santa to take another month off. Because he comes far too quick. He can fuck right off. He needs to wind his neck in. Like, it's barely November. Like, chill, you know? Just chill. You can do it another week. Take 2 more weeks, you know? Enjoy it. Enjoy it, man.
That's fair. Next, let's go with Jeff. Next, we have Mr. Jeff.
Hello, I'm Jeff. I am going to be playing Blu-ray. There is a story that goes with Blu-ray, but... Right, hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Okay,
Waiting for his Blu-ray.
Any historian worth their salt will tell you that empires must fall and be rebuilt for them to evolve and thrive. In the long ago, rubbles of days past, a single building stood tall, like a beacon illuminating darkness in shades of neon blue and yellow. This single building had the audacity to stand up tall and say, "No, you must rewind the tape before returning. I come from the city of Blockbuster."
Especially because Blockbuster predates Blu-ray by about 15 years.
Don't give me that. The original plan was I was gonna name the characters after like films, and then I was just like, I could name one like Red October, and then it's just like, no, because then I've got to do accents that go with them, and no, it's not happening.
You need like your grandfather Betamax.
Yeah, he might turn
in the family.
We never know. You never know.
What I will say is, after knowing John and following John down the street while we were pissed and have him sing the most awful rendition of Fog on the Tyne I've ever heard, there is something special about hearing Brummies try and do accents. It's always gold.
My entrance is shocking. Klepto she will attest to this. And yeah, anyway, my thoughts on Christmas is... What do I want from Santa?
Yeah.
I don't, nothing.
You don't want nothing from Santa?
No.
I want something from your father, Christmas.
Huh?
You say you're a father. Where have you been all my life?
If I want something, I'll go out and buy it. I don't need somebody else to buy it for me like a cheapskate.
When did AJ become Christmas?
Oh.
Sorry,
Alright.
no one looked for a second.
AJ was Santa all along.
But
Alright.
yeah, that's my thoughts on Christmas, and I don't really do it.
Fair enough. And completing the trio of players we have today, we have Klepto.
I am Klepto. You will know me from various things, mostly doing questionable fan art. You might also have heard me on streams doing various voices for lovely dating games.
Somebody who can actually do voices.
Sparkling come. She
This is random squeaking coming through the
Very-
microphone.
Surely the microphone cannot.
You're gonna need to
The
speak
mic-
up.
your
microphone
beautiful
cannot
voice.
it cannot pick up such a beautiful.
go. Ah, dang it. So that's too soft. Okay.
Just speak normally. Just
I'm sparkling glucose. But everybody just calls me Sparky. Did that work?
That worked fine.
Yep.
I know
It's a
this from
diabetic.
trying
And I'm
desperately to
sure-
do any kind of fabricant voice. Discord just goes,
Yep.
just stop it, son. We're not going to let you go
Mm.
through.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Dun,
As a
dun, dun.
diabetic, and I'm
idiot.
sure you'll agree that is a very offensive name, actually.
I mean,
I feel
you can't,
attacked personally.
you cannot go wrong with a bit of sparkling glucose sometimes, Barry.
Wait, only if my blood's low.
All right, so
I'm just here to save diabetics in trouble.
You are the Lucozade to my hypoglycemic episode.
you're my
It's
90s
literally where I got
Lucozade.
the name Sparkling Glucose.
Before the days of Lara Croft advertising it, you are the days of traditional Lucozade. All
The
right,
good old days.
the good old days when Lucozade was only bought for ill people.
Did they change Lucozade? I don't drink Lucozade. It tastes like shit. Did they change it?
Yes,
AJ,
Barry.
look away.
Oh, and what do I want from Santa? I want answers! And I also want to ride in his sleigh.
Fair. Are you drinking Pepsi
ride on
Max,
his
Barry?
disco stick.
No, shut up.
I thought you said Pepsi Max was terrible.
It's all they had in the meal deal at Morrison's, okay? I will redeem myself momentarily.
By shaking up a can of Diet Coke.
It was only a little bit. It's only a little bit shook. There we go. There.
Shook ass.
As you can tell, I've missed having Barry as part of an RPG stream. Right.
I'm not doing it.
So now we are into the stream. Let us actually begin this tale of mice and other creatures. Actually, I just realised I forgot to give a name to the city. Barry, give me a city name.
Well, I can't go with Kyle again. Shit.
Kylesburg. There we go.
Ontario.
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 Fuck it. Sure. Okay. In the distant future, in the sparkly, fun city of Ontario. Ontario.
Ontario.
The human race has long since been extinct. However, in its place, in the true cyberpunk style, has been many robots, many rodents, and many other animals who live basically in the ruins of these creatures. Ruins of these ruins of these cities. So as we zoom in from the far distant space into the mean streets of Ontario, we see a small side building with a very, what looks like a weak roofed building, and inside several mice gather to some large meeting that they are having. You are all present, and the one of the sort of rat in charge, which is he's wearing a sort of purple waistcoat, and he stands up in
A
front of
rat king, if you will.
yeah. He's not a king. He's just a slightly better dressed than the rest of you. Gets up and he goes, everyone, I'm very sorry, but the orphanage is closing. The building is being destroyed by the creatures outside. We can't keep open. We can't keep a safe haven for young mice. Any reaction?
Well, I have enough children to be keeping an eye on. I do not have the time to worry about anybody else's little bundles of joy. Little Cloud and my other children, whose names escape me right now.
Like Penelope.
Keep my hands full. Keep my little
Clearly
hands
the
full.
favourite.
Cloud is the only one I could remember.
Cloud and Penelope.
Penelope is dead, unfortunately. She did not make it.
Penelope was the first casualty of the war in the orphanage.
Penelope.
It is true. It is true.
Penelope has been crushed under falling
It
masonry.
wasn't even an orphanage.
Look, 12 children is a lot to look after. Imagine 13. I had to do something. The caravan only accommodates so many.
They told me having a dozen children was bad. I said, have you ever baker's dozen children? It's even worse.
Bacon's dozen more or less.
It's 13, so not
Baker
12.
Joe
13.
Look, man, I'm not baker.
Yes, you are, Barry. It's Papa Gateau.
Papa Gateau is no baker. He is a gourmand.
Oh, is it gourmand chef? Oh, okay.
He's a
Apologies.
gourmand.
Apologies, I thought he was some kind of baker. Alright.
No, is he a candlestick maker? I did not do French before, man.
We found Barry's fourth
Told you.
voice. Right. So, at this point, he takes out a small thimble, which looks like a bucket size for all of you, and he goes round and goes, please, if any of you have anything you can donate to spare for the orphanage, we will try and get the orphans somewhere nice to stay. So he offers you this thimble. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna put like just a shiny pebble in there so people think I put money in.
Yes. You can put a shiny pebble in there.
Or like a button.
I mean, buttons are viable commodities.
Make that.
But then like, are we talking like regular buttons or are we talking like mouse buttons?
Well, it depends. Are you meaning regular-sized old human
I just
buttons,
meant-
or are you talking
I
about?
meant something small that would look like a coin if you weren't really looking very closely.
I see.
It's a yogurt pot lid.
Sure, they're quite big. They're like a map.
No, sorry, not a yogurt pot. You know the ones that like a milk top lid, I guess. You know,
Oh right, okay.
like a little bit of foil.
But if you're a rat, it's still gonna be huge.
Well, yeah, but it's like a little rat-sized bottle of milk.
You didn't specify that. You just had a bottle of milk.
No, man, like, look, we live in a rat society. I assume we have rat
milk.
milkmen and rat
Rat milk.
rat fabricate. I don't know what. Rat
The rat
welders.
farmers milk the rats.
The rat
Yeah, no.
milkmen is why there's so many orphans in the rat orphanage.
We clearly have rat tails with fuck over here with his purple waistcoat, which implies a certain level of civilization.
We only got as far as tailoring, and then we're like, fuck it, we're done.
Yeah, he doesn't have any pants.
No, I mean, I think it depends if you're believing that this world is like traditional, like
don't know.
mouse
You tell
guard,
us.
where they can have like, you know, the sort of Donald Duck lifestyle of wearing only the top half and not needing to cover the bottom half.
You tell us it's your
To
world.
be fair, on my character sheet it just says that I'm wearing a chef's hat. So
Yeah, it's Donald Ducking it is appropriate, I guess, in this universe.
That's beyond Donald Ducking it.
I've just got a chef's hat on. That's it.
Yes, I will throw some
Papa Gatto
random.
doesn't have clothes either, he's just covered in his children.
Yeah. Wait, I'm not covered. Yeah, but
Children, hide
there's
my
like-
shame!
there's like a little caravan. They all follow around in a caravan. Just
all-
out of distance.
are all the children
Close enough for-
Are all the children present in this room, Barry, or are they all out in the caravan?
Oh, the caravan's like there, but yeah, they're in the caravan. Yeah, it's you don't want kids making a racket in an important meeting.
Did you see the caravan's in the building with you?
No, it's over there.
Oh yeah.
It's like over there. I like how you looked in exactly the opposite direction.
Right, can I just pick up one of Papa Gatto's like smallest children, put them in like the thimble, and then just pass it on?
Yes. Do you notice your child being passed on?
I do. How dare you attack my children? This is the last thing I have of my beautiful mademoiselle. You will put Monroe down.
Manuel?
Monroe is no commodity.
Sweet Monroe.
And neither is Margot.
Have you got a
You
list
will
of
go out
children
of this
names?
Oh, I've got a list of them. Don't
Oh
worry.
god, okay. So, He passes this round, and the ground suddenly starts shaking, and he goes, "Oh, they're coming back! Quickly, gather the children together. We must leave."
Oh yes, quickly, Cloud and Pierre and Monroe and Jacques and Chloe and Elodie, Mia, Jean, Louis, Clement, Baptiste, Margot. We must leave quickly. Yeah, I told you had names.
Yeah, Sparkling Blue's course is just sort of like shuffling them along, but not really. She's like at the back, just like, go on, there you go.
Choose a caravan. Choose a caravan. Children.
All right. So they all start like leaving through the thing as you see the back wall begin to shake violently, and then begin to start crumbling. Outside, you see something about the size of a quite large cat begin to like hammering on the wall, and the wall begins to crumble inwards.
Is it a large cat?
It is a large cat, yes.
Yeah, it's funny that.
A large cat in a mining hat, wielding a pick.
Oh no, the cat's a dwarf.
Cats are dwarves and therefore bigger than everything else, but yes.
Well, yeah, but like the dwarves compared to cats, I guess. But you know, like dwarves probably look quite big to ants or something.
I'm sorry, I wasn't ready for that.
Right, so I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna like look at this cat dwarf, and then I'm just gonna like start like shuffling, like throwing people in front of me. Like, nope.
All right.
Pushing other people towards it.
The cat turns to look.
Sacrifice for you.
The cat turns to look at you. It has one quite obviously cybernetic eye. Its little mining helmet has a small light on top of it, which shines down on you, encasing you in a massive spotlight. And he just seems to look at you, then shrug, and goes back to like wielding his large pick into the wall of the side of the orphanage.
Excuse me, sir, but do you have planning permission for what you are doing?
He stops and he looks down and he goes, "I don't need planning permission. I just work for the council. Take it up with them."
Which council are we talking about, sir?
The Ontario City Council.
I suppose that would make sense considering that is where we are located.
I know, it's almost as if we planned this, isn't it?
Could we perhaps offer some sort of exchange? Perhaps you could have the orphans and we could have the orphanage.
Well...
We were just having this problem we were talking about. We have too many orphans. I feel that this would fix both of our problems.
He lowers his pick and he sort of sits it on the ground and he leans on it and he looks at you and goes, "Well, suppose we could come to some sort of agreement, I guess." And he gets about that far, then you hear this barking from behind, and this about twice the size of the cat, dog-like figure walking on two legs, wearing a construction jacket, comes over and goes, "You're way behind. Get on with working. What are these rats doing here? Clear them out."
Sir, we are negotiating.
What? You don't negotiate with the Ontario City Council?
Ontario, man. Look, I am sure we can reach a reasonable agreement.
Maybe we could file a complaint or something, because this is not how business should be done, because y'all didn't even make a place for them orphans.
That is a fantastic point. Could you direct us to your supervisor?
Well, go down to the office downtown. I just do what I'm told. You had months for the planning permission to be revoked, but you didn't do it. Here, he holds up a map in front of you which has demolition plans for, it looks like a new sort of media complex in this area. This orphanage is in the way of that. I can't help it.
Oh no. Blockbuster's coming back.
No, I was thinking, right.
Well, I suppose
Ontario needs another Odeon.
Not in a Zodium, we need a Cineworld. Have you seen the establishments? They all look like strip clubs.
I mean,
Just besides the strip club.
what would we do with a strip club down here? No. It's a perfectly wholesome cinema, yes.
I am not
I have strip
insinuating.
clubs are pretty wholesome.
Who
Well, that
would
is a
call
matter of perspective, my dear. There are many who would disagree. There are many who would say they are just people making a honest living using their natural born talents or acquired talents, as the case may be. However, there are those who would also say it is harmful to the children. But you know that is a much more difficult and bigger conversation than we have time for right now. I think we should probably go to the council office and complain. And hopefully that will do something. In my experience, it very rarely does, but you know, what can we do?
At this point, the cat strikes the wall crumbles, and you hear a sickening, crushing sound, like something being crushed under the masonry. You fool! Did you not clear the building out before you broke it down?
Well, I guess we don't have to worry about housing the orphans now.
Yes, this is a beautiful result. It saves all of us a great deal of work.
Yes, well, feel free to take it up with the Tario town office. I'm going to continue here. Carry on, cat. And the cat just looks at him a bit annoyed, but then swings the pick again, and you hear the sound of pipes being ruptured.
I'm not entirely sure you gentlemen are qualified for what you are doing. You're in danger of hitting the gas main.
Hey, I'm qualified. I got a piece of paper with a note on it that has my name. That's close enough, right?
No, not really.
He
I mean, I'm qualified to do some stuff, but it takes more than just my name on it, buddy. I went to school and everything. I learned stuff. You know?
The
Yes,
cat.
have you learned stuff, sir?
The cat lifts his hat and pulls out a small piece of folded paper out of it from under it. On it is literally just a large X and a very faded paw print. And he goes, "See, this is my qualification to work here." And he folds it back up and puts it under his hat.
Treasure map? 'Cause when it's an X, that means it's a treasure map.
Sir, I believe that is the same map you showed us earlier for your planet permission.
I didn't show you no trap. That was the dog.
Look, you all look the same to me.
The cat just looks down at his sort of short ginger fluff and looks over at the dog who's wearing a high-vis jacket and looks back at you and goes, "Whatever," and gets back to his swinging his pick.
Well, to be fair to us, they're mostly just feet.
I suppose there is some truth
So
in that.
is that X where the strip club is?
The cat stops and goes, "Is a strip club there?" No, hang on. There's a strip club nearby. Where is this? I gotta know for totally wholesome reasons. Yeah.
I thought that X on the map was for the strip club.
Yeah, there's a strip club. Where's the strip club?
Let me see your map, good sir.
What map? I don't have a map.
Let me see his map, good sir.
He sort of leans over and the dog's kind of looking confused. He goes, "I'll just take this." He takes the large map off the dog and hands it to you.
Listen, I assume the map is much larger than me.
Yes, it's about 4 or 5 times the size of you. And it has
That's
a description to build the next Ontario Odin.
Well, what I do for these...
Is it going to be a Lux Odeon?
I have told you we do not need an Odeon, we need a Cineworld. But no, upon closer inspection, it does appear that that X right here does mark a strip club. The peppermint alligator.
The peppermint alligator? Wow.
Oui.
I never thought about that place. It looks a bit upmarket. Is it actually a strip club?
There is only one way to find out, gentlemen.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd be a little embarrassed to go find
you
out.
work real hard. You should go check it out. I bet they got snacks.
He turns to the dog and goes, "You ever been to the Peppermint Alligator?"
You guys are sorry, but-
I wouldn't go to such places. No.
Oh, you should. You look real tired.
Well, I certainly wouldn't sleep in such an establishment.
You
No.
don't have to sleep there. Just go for a little bit of lunch. Relax. Take the weight off your paws.
Oh, they do meals?
I've heard so.
I hear
Oh,
they do excellent buffalo wings. You look like a gentleman who knows a good wing.
the bones are very crunchy.
They do boneless wings.
Bone, well, I suppose I can't deny the concept of boneless wings is interesting. You just see the cat looking. So boss, should we go check this peppermint place out? I think the guys need to know. And the two of them sort of nod to each other quietly and sort of leave the giant pickaxe behind and both sort of start walking off towards the building in the distance.
Alright, now I'm gonna go back up to the dude with the purple waistcoat.
Or did he get crushed?
Was he the one? Did he get crushed?
Or was it just orphans?
I'm just gonna go, problem solved.
At this point, you see the mouse with the purple waistcoat, or the rat with the purple waistcoat, sorry, desperately trying to move slabs of concrete that have fallen and crushed pews in the building. He goes, "Oh, the children, they're crushed under the concrete."
I'm gonna turn away and just whistle nonchalantly as
Excellent job, fellows. The problem has been solved. However, I do believe we should have a word with the council, as this is most unusual. I do not appreciate the lack of notice they have given us for this construction, and I do believe they are shoddy workmanship. If you look to have destroyed the water main, and we are getting close to the gas main under there. Apparently, I'm going German now. Okay.
That council now has the blood of orphans on its hands. Of course. I don't know who's in charge of the council.
All right.
There is only one way to find out.
You look
Road
over
trip.
adventure!
as you look over the rest of the ruins of the building. You notice the water main spraying water and slowly flooding the place.
Oh no, we need us to drink and to bathe.
So
I don't know how to fix the water main.
Should we tell, maybe not stay around and get bothered with those orphan bodies? Or do you think he'll get the message himself?
I am sure they will figure it out. They seem like smart people.
Okay.
could
It
you
is
not
not a problem.
could you not help, please? The water is beginning to flood the place.
We are going to help by filing a request with the council. I am not qualified to mess with water pipes.
No, that's not the stuff I learned. I didn't learn about water.
Be quick, please.
Well, I will
Do
obey
you
the
know
speed
how to
limit.
swim?
What was that, Quanto?
Do you know how to swim?
I suppose a little bit. I don't think the orphans do, though.
Oh, those orphans don't know nothing no more.
Well, they've been crushed under concrete, so probably not, no.
Then they do not need to swim.
Well, good luck.
Papa Gato is nothing but a pragmatist.
Alright, so what are you doing now?
I guess we're going to the council offices in Ontario.
Okay. So, you head out onto one of the main streets. It's a traditional. It's a sort of traditional. Like imagine the sort of streets you see in like and sort of 80s
Grotto.
documentaries where rubbish is everywhere. No one clears rubbish up anymore since the humans went away.
I like them 2 weeks in Scotland.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of built up quite bad. All the bins are overflowing. You see various sort of gangs of rats and mice and other such creatures around around all these rubbish piles as you walk along, and you see at the end of this long street, the Ontario Council building, which seems to be guarded by what looks like a very large fat cat, who has sort of black and white markings, and a very small policeman's hat.
Too small for his large fat cat head.
It fits in his head, but looks very dainty.
Oh. Oh, like one of those like little top hats on a band the goths wear. Okay.
He has a obvious police or security badge on his chest, and he is holding what looks like some sort of nightstick.
Okay.
Yes, tuxedo police cat. Yes, exactly.
Sorry, I just realised, does that mean we've all evolved thumbs?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, Sparkling Glucose does have a cybernetic hand for lockpicking purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I've just got a chef's hat.
You have evolved a cybernetic hand.
I've evolved the chef's hat.
While we're walking along and we've spotted the cat, Glucose is going to forage around in some of the rubbish bins looking for like string and something not shiny, like fluffy.
All right.
You're gonna make a distraction.
Do me let's do me a dice roll. See how you find in your foraging.
Roll and
Let's roll it.
bones.
Yeah.
What are the things I have to roll? Like, what am I typing to roll?
What's the dice bar?
Dice bar is slash roll, and then you should see a box come up, and then once the box comes up, you should be able to put D20 in it. I'll just double check that's right. So it's slash roll, and then when you hit space, that thing will come up saying commands matching slash roll, and there'll be 2 dice spots. Just click on either one of them, and then a box will come up, and you just put D20 in it, and then you'll get something like that.
To be fair, we probably should have sorted this out before.
Yeah, I realise now I probably should have sorted dice spots before now. So I was too busy being obsessed with the Papa Gateau worked as a character.
Oh, god damn it! So...
Dang it.
It confused me! Right. Roll.
Slash roll.
Message.
Yeah.
Right. 20. Nope.
Oh, we've lost the berry.
Hello, I've returned.
Right.
Have you?
Backwards again.
Well, what? Yeah, my internet died, so now I'm using like my phone Wi-Fi, so that's okay.
Right.
There we go.
18.
18.
I guess that
Yes,
would be
so-
plus awareness.
Plus awareness. What's your awareness?
4. So
4.
22.
22, yes. You scrape through, you find one of the sort of dumpster bins, you find some string, you find some sort of an old cushion full of fluffy, lots of padding. And as you sort of begin to start taking some of it, you hear a voice go, "Yes, ours. You can't be taking it, it's ours." And you look up and see a one-eyed squirrel holding a small shiv, looking at you going, "It's my land. You can't be taken from my bin."
I didn't see your name on the bin.
"It's right there." And he points at what looks like a very badly written scribble that you just thought was a line.
Well, shame for you that I can't read.
You can't.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
"I learned to read so I could put my name on things."
But I think you will find, sir, the possession is 3/4 of the law.
Alright. He he sort of waves this very small shiv, which looks like basically like the snapped off end of a safety pin at you, and goes, "Well, I'm going to take things into my own hands now." And he holds up this about maybe inch long, which is about relatively big for him. And he sort of wields this thing at you and goes, "I'm going to stab you, and I'm going to take my stuff back."
Look, you are not going to stab anyone with that. Look at that. That is far too big for you. Let me see that.
What? Alright. Roll to convince him, Barry. Intelligence.
What am I rolling for that? I do have reasoning. Or bluff.
Yeah, I do bluff.
I love him.
Right, cool. Where's dice rolling? Is it slash, did you say?
Yep, slash roll, and then you'll see the things popped up like if you tag someone, and then yeah.
Did it?
6.
It's a 6.
You walk up and he goes, "No!" and he just tries to stab you.
Guys, I don't think this is.
Why would you do that? He has children.
Natural 20. He stabs Papa Gato.
Oh no, Papa Gato.
Papa Gato has been stabbed already.
It has begun.
It has begun. Hang on, let me just see the table.
It takes a stab wound for me.
Let's just see how
Use a child
serious
as like a human shield.
how serious a
that's shield,
stab
but
wound
close
is
enough.
this? Okay, hang on. How serious a stab wound is this?
I am quite stabbed.
9 and
This is
16.
not good for play.
9 and 16. 9 and 16 is. He stabs you in the right arm, and it stabs you enough that you lose feeling in your lower arm.
The right arm.
Yes. So you have been stabbed in basically like the elbow, and you have lost feeling in your hand as blood is pouring down your arm.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
I appreciate your concern.
I've not
Oh.
seen it either.
Like, the arm still works, so I just can't feel shit.
Yeah, the arm still works, but it's getting a bit numb, and the blood there's quite a lot of blood running from it.
Hmm.
And at this point,
This is less than ideal.
At this point, you hear, "Hey, how do you like that then? How do you like that?"
I will be honest, sir, I did not particularly like it. Perhaps we should rethink our course of action. There is a security guard just over there. As you have committed grievous bodily assault.
While Papa
I
Gato
suggest you
is
leave.
What was that, Crypto?
While Papa Gato is like trying to reason with him, Sparkling Glucose is just going to like chuck the fluff from the cushion into the squirrel's face and run towards the security guard. Like, help! Help! The squirrel's gone mad! He's gone nuts! He's stabbing people! That guy has kids! Help us, officer!
Let's see what the
It is true, I do have kids.
let's see what the security officer outside the thing does. He looks at you very blankly, and he sort of wanders over to a small chair next to the door and sits down and goes, "My legs are too old for this."
Sir, I gotta tell you that squirrel has just probably done a murder.
Oh.
And we just wanted to talk to somebody about another murder that went down. So, there's been a lot of murders. You've gotta let us in to talk to somebody.
There's been a murder?
Yeah, there's been so many murders today.
Oh, that means paperwork. Oh no.
It does. I
I
feel
don't- I
really
don't-
bad for the paperwork.
I don't really like paperwork. Could you not just
You
make
like
it? Could you not just make it go away?
So,
I can't really make it go away, sir. Honest, I wish I could.
He looks quite crestfallen.
I understand, sir, that you do not like paperwork. However, I do not particularly enjoy the sensation of being stabbed.
The cat just looks at Papa Gato and goes, "Oh," but you just notice him kind of get himself more comfy in the seat, and he goes, "But I've just sat down."
And I have just been stabbed, sir. Oh.
You see him
Just
like,
in there. Can we just go in?
well, I'm not supposed to let anyone in.
But, you know what? If we go in, we could talk to someone about maybe not having you do the paperwork.
I suppose. Hang on. And he gets up very begrudgingly and he walks over and he buzzes the intercom outside and he goes, "Yeah, Frank. Yeah, it's Jerry. There's some people here. Yeah. Don't eat all the ones I like." And you just hear the sound of the door buzzing. And he goes, "There you go. I'm going to sit down now. I'm too old for this." And he just waddles back over and sits down. Sorry,
I'll try and get one for you on our way out. What's the ones you like?
Oh, I like the ones with the mouse bits on them.
Bits. Delicious. I like those too. We'll
Yeah.
see what we can do for your body.
It is okay, we are rats. There is no numbers there.
I'm gonna scurry inside the building.
Alright. As you walk in, it's quite a obvious office building. It's quite a large reception area. Off to the left, you see what looks like some sort of guards area, which again has a quite bored-looking tuxedo cat on the entranceway. He is also wearing a very small hat that is just small enough to look silly on him.
Can I put shot up a little bit behind everyone bleeding on the tiles as I do so? Yeah.
Are you bringing all the children with you?
You just pile them in. Do it.
Sure. Cloud and Monroe and Mago and the rest of them, they could all do with stretching their legs a little bit. They have been in the caravan for quite a while.
Alright. As you walk in, you hear the sound of this cat moving the chair back in a very kind of and the cat looks down over the counter at you quite far and goes, "Can I help you?"
We would like to discuss recent planning permission you gave to a group of cat dwarves to build the local Odeon.
You hear the sound of him just idly scratching himself. "But I didn't give anything to anyone."
I would also like a bandage. If you could provide one, it will save your janitor a lot of work.
He sort of, you see him very like lazily look around and go, "So I have a bandage."
I do apologize about the mess. There was an altercation.
Oh. He just looks very sleepily at you, like he would just curl up and go to sleep if he could.
Does sound like something a cat would do. However, this does not make for a good front of house employee.
Do you need directions?
If you could provide them, sir, it would be most appreciated, along with the bandage.
He quite openly yawns. Does the full thing where he yawns and his tongue sticks right out. And he goes, "Where does he want to go?"
As opposed to city planning.
He picks up a clipboard and just seems to run his paw down the list. And goes, "That's the basement."
The basement, you say?
Yeah.
Not exactly the penthouse suite?
Oh, that's Again, he flicks over a couple of pages really slowly and goes, That's the counsellor that lives in the penthouse,
I see.
You can't be
well, I would
seeing
say-
you can't be seeing the counsellor while bleeding, sir.
Well, I did try to address that, but you have been of no help whatsoever.
He sort of very lazily looks next to him and says, Don't make me put the tie on, sir.
Oh, fantastic. Give me the tie. It will do fantastic to staunch this wound.
You see him pick up this tie that's on the counter next to him and goes, No, it's
then you
my
will not have
tie.
to- But then you will not have to turn it on, an option you seem very opposed to.
Bro, can I do like an intimidate to like intimidate him to give the tie up?
Let's try something. This clearly isn't working.
Sure.
Okay. Let's do a roll. Is what?
Plus your awareness, which is 6. Slash.
Hmm?
Got to do the slash. Not hashtag slash.
Gotta do the slash.
It's like the guy from the band. Leonard Skinner.
Space. D20. A space. Yeah.
D20 plus.
Yeah, I hope all my bonus didn't just come through on the mic.
Yeah, what didn't come through?
It's just literally all of my bones clicking.
Ah, no, I didn't.
Right,
Oh, that's okay.
I got a 20. I got a 24.
Ooh.
What would you like to say to him to threaten him?
Black, well, give me that tie. We need it.
Yes, sir. He throws the tie down to you, and then he kind of realizes what he's done. He goes, "Oh, could I have my tie back, please? I need it for my uniform."
It's too
Well,
late
it is
for
not.
that.
It is no good to me now. It is dirty. How am I supposed to properly bandage a wound with a dirty piece of material?
Well, the ungratefulness of people, you give them your tie and then they complain it's not clean. I mean, what's a poor innocent doorman meant to do?
Keep better condition of your uniform.
We will keep this tie to teach you a lesson. I do not believe you deserve it.
Oh,
what you-
now I'm gonna have to order another one. You hear the sound of him scraping, and he pulls at this massive catalogue and just starts scraping through it very slowly, going, No. So, what are you
I'm
doing
sure
while
you'll
he's distracted?
find the right one.
Are we going up or down?
He said
We got
city planning was down, but the council was at the top. I don't know if we want to receive counselling at this point. But
Well, we could go to city planning, and then if that fails, we could always go to the councillor.
yes, and get help for how badly it went.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Right, we're going down then.
Ah,
To the
fantastic.
basement.
To the basement.
Fantastic. Magnifique.
Okay. So you walk into the lift. There's a small set of buttons in the floor for what looks like they've been wired in for smaller animals' purposes. You press the button for the basement, and the lift descends very slowly. Right. As the doors open in the basement, in front of you is a very musty smell, and in front of you is another small reception desk, but this one's more your height, and there seems to be what looks like some sort of bird-like creature behind it, shuffling papers. And
This definitely smells like a basement. 3 of my children were conceived in Zen.
as you walk up, you get a, yes, can I help you? Can I help you? Yes, yes, what is it?
Excuse me, I am bleeding very profusely. I will allow you to take point on this one.
Didn't you wrap up his arm?
The
So none of the kids know first aid?
the bird looks at it and goes, blimey, you better see the owl. Come with me. And he sort of flaps round the front incredibly quickly, puts his arm around you and just starts almost kind of somewhat dragging you by using his beak to your arm forward.
I will be honest, I am very about owls. We tend not to be on the best of terms.
As he leads you to a small room, and as you open the door, you see it's like someone in a sort of very small version of a dentist chair, and there's an owl standing on top of it, sort of like obviously looking into the head, into the body. And as you hear him go, doctor, we've got a patient. And the owl spins its head round fully behind it and looks at you and goes, ooh.
I just said he planning to have a doctor.
Yes, doctor, you need to do it quickly. He's bleeding everywhere. Look, it's on my feathers. It's everywhere.
Oh.
The owl sort of gestures a wing towards a small chair and to the side.
As soon as you seem so interested in knowing who I am Papa Gato, a father of too many children. As you can see, I have been stabbed. I would appreciate it if you would treat me, and some point in the process you did not predate me.
Doctor, do you
To
need anything,
remove
doctor?
the arm with his beak.
That is exactly what I am concerned about.
At this point, the owl sort of seems to... The person in the chair gets up rather quickly and starts running out of the room. The owl watches him go with mild interest, then sort of walks over to you. The owl's about twice the size of you, and leans over and goes, "Ooh."
I have already told you I am Papa Gato.
And he looks at the arm and goes, "Ooh."
Oh, the squirrel outside, he had a safety pin.
And he sort of looks at you, tilts his head.
Very...
He sort of tilts his head towards you a little bit, and then goes, "Ooh." And again, he looks through a small cabinet, and he starts taking out a small sort of set of needles and thread and stuff, and goes, and then he sort of walks back over and begins like sort of slowly padding you with what looks like some sort of alcohol.
Ah, mon Dieu. That is sting, but merci. Merci beaucoup.
He sort of again
I just had to actually look up what thank you was in French.
he just looks at you like point blank with this very pitch black eyes and just stares at you going, "Ooh."
It is you who I am thanking for your good work. I pray that you continue doing it and do not eat me.
You see him stop for a second, and he seems to look at you and goes, "Huh," as if he's not thought about doing that before, and then carries on cleaning your wound.
Well, fantastic. I shall just stay here and enjoy the medical care that is being afforded to me as a tax-paying member of Ontario.
Ooh.
But guys, seriously, why did city planning have a doctor?
He just looks towards Sparkling Glucose and goes, "Ooh," and tilts his head slightly.
I'm saying you're a bad doctor or nothing, but I just don't understand why city planning has a doctor. Do they kill a lot of people? Do people get maimed in the city, because they did, they killed some orphans just now. Well, not the city planning people, but the people that city planning told to destroy the building, they killed some orphans. And that's why we're here.
So we're here because we wanted to see the world over an Odeon.
And yeah, I think it's better for his kids or something. Like maybe it's more educational, I don't know.
The owl seems to look quite confused at this statement, and then looks back at Papa Gato, and you notice that he has a little bit of blood in his feathers now, and he seems to sort of absently just sort of lick the blood off his feathers while he's doing other things, just sort of, working on something, and then just the feather goes up, goes across the beak, and then continues on with other things, and you just hear this "Ooh" from under his breath.
Ah, mon Dieu, I do apologize about the mess. We are doing fantastic work, Doctor.
I'm just gonna like slowly back away towards the door.
Alright. At this point,
is the planning permission bird in there, or is that
no,
bird gone back to its desk?
that bird's gone back to its desk. As you look outside, he is back at his desk, and he's kind of very energetically like bouncing around his desk, like picking things up and moving them and putting them back down again.
What kind of bird is he?
He's let's say he's a chaffinch.
Okay.
I have no idea if they're local, but
just looking up chaffinches.
Well, while the medical stuff's going on, I'm gonna go and speak to this bird. Just go, I have a question about the orphanage that's being demolished.
There's an orphanage being demolished? Where? And he brings out a map and starts dancing round it.
It's near the peppermint alligator.
Peppermint
alligator?
He's literally hopping around his desk at full speed now, going, where's this? Where?
I assume, like, on the map I would know where it is.
You should be able to find it on the map, yes.
You strike me as a man who knows where a strip club is. Blu-ray. Blu-ray.
Jeff does as well. That's for a different time.
That's for a different
So yeah,
stream.
I just want to like point to where it would be on the map, and go. There's an orphanage there that's being demolished.
Oh, it's a. Where?
You've gone a little bit silent.
Has it gone quite? Oh, there it goes. Back in the now. It goes. Where are all the orphans going?
That's what we're here to find out.
Oh gracious! Oh gracious! And he again hops really quickly around the table about 3 more times, then flies to the back of the room and chaps on a door, and you hear, "Excuse me, I need to talk to you." And he goes inside and shuts the door behind him.
I think we know where the orphans are going.
Where are the orphans going, Barry?
Not very far.
And that was me honestly thinking you were going to say to a better place.
Maybe to the church.
They're going to a farm.
Going to that farm.
Yeah, or somewhere with a really, really hot oven. Or maybe that's where they get the mouse bits for like his favourite chocolates or whatever.
Oh yeah, I still need to find those mouse pits.
The oven is a fine spice.
At this point, the owl again just tilts its head towards Papa Gato and goes, "Ooh."
I do not worry about it.
Pop, you should maybe come out here now. You're done with the doctor, yeah?
I don't know, Doctor. Have you repaired my injury?
The owl has packed your wound and showed your wound shut. And as you finish, he looks at you just again with these very cold, void-like eyes, and just goes, "Who?"
Well, I guess we cannot help how we are born, but you have done a fine job, there. But maybe you should see someone about that laser eye. Perhaps there's a doctor.
Again, he just stares a hole right through you. He doesn't have pupils. You don't really know what he's staring at.
Well, a bon voyage. Until next time. Until I am stabbed once again.
All right.
It seems to happen a lot.
All right. So are you backing your way out of the room with the owl?
I wouldn't say backing. I would say like I'm quite happy. Like I'm not nervous. I'm quite happy. He's doing a good job. Feel a little bit better. Like test the old shoulder out. Give that a go.
Do you have feeling in your hand again?
Oh no, I'm sure there's nerve damage.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's nerve damage has been done.
There's nerve damage. He can move his fingers, and it's not as numb as it was, but it's still not recovered yet.
Yeah, it feels better. I'm not like dripping all over the floor with every step I take.
So he needs one of his children to now be his right hand. So technically he now has 3 hands.
Like a weird like gat eye. Just have a child hanging up the arm. Loud the gat eye.
Come on, Baptiste, you are my right hand child.
Baptiste, you're trained every day for this. You are now my right hand.
Not in a metaphorical sense, is it?
You are literally my right hand.
Yes.
What?
Even during the night when I get lonely and think of your mother.
This is good. I was gonna say this has got dark. This has never even seen the light of day. Carry on.
Right, I'm gonna get this story back on track, right? Are we still? Am I still waiting for that little bird?
The bird comes back to the door
Oh.
and then flies very quickly to where you were and says, "Hi there, I've spoke to someone. It's apparently a clerical error. It's fine."
Well, it's not actually fine, because, those orphans are pretty much dead.
They are a fine paste under the concrete.
Oh, they're dead. They're dead already?
And there's probably a drowned rat as well. Unless he knew how to swim, but I never really got the impression that he
I wouldn't worry about him.
He didn't seem like a swimmer.
He looked like an asshole with his pepper waistcoat.
Oh, but so the orphans are dead. So they don't.
Oh, very much so.
They don't need to go somewhere.
No, not really.
Oh well.
But someone needs.
So why did we come here then?
Because it is the principle of the matter.
On their hands. Yeah.
Sorry, Klepto.
Because, we were gonna adopt all them orphans. They were gonna be our kids, and because look at Papa. So
Excuse me.
I looked at him and I was like, that's the kind of guy I want to be. So I went to adopt all these kids, but then, as soon as I was adopting all these kids, they got crushed. And I need some compensation for that,
Yes, I was also going to adopt many of those children to add to my breed. I also demand some form of compensation, but most likely monetary. Or I will also take land, or some sort of accommodation.
At this point, the bird looks between the legs and says,
I'm with them too. Give me the children.
No, they are not children. They are all dead, but you can get money instead.
"Well, that's not really what I would do. I can't deal with compensation. I can only deal with city planning. So you'd better go and speak to the councillor."
Ah, yes, he is in the penthouse, no?
Well, yes. You need a special key to go and see him.
Yeah, but before we go there, we need something from you to say that there was a clerical error and you killed all our orphans with your bad planning.
Oh, well, I personally can't take responsibility for that. And he starts hopping really agitatedly around the desk. Hang on a moment. And he flies back off to the room, chaps the door again, and goes back inside.
We appear to be at an impasse, my fellows.
What's in this room?
It's just a sort of long
Can I go
corridor.
looting?
If you could take some papers if you really want. On his desk is a couple of small sort of gadgets. Nothing really that impressive, but a couple things like, there's like a sort of, I suppose there's like maybe like a pocket watch or something on the desk. There's not that much there, but it does seem to be like, someone's collection of random objects.
Does he have, like, official paper?
Yes. You mean
Can I forge
headed paper?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, can I forge a note that says that he takes full responsibility for the clerical error,
Okay.
and that we are due compensation?
Roll literacy. Not
For our
literacy.
murdered
Is it literacy?
orphans.
I've got literacy.
Yeah, roll literacy.
Yeah.
Dice roll a. Oh, keep doing exclamation mark.
I know, it's Discord changing the bots.
Oh, not caps locks, all caps locks. What is this? 2002?
Did you talk with Caps Lock in 2002?
No, but I feel like I typed with a look because I was like a kid. What? Oh, the application did not respond. Fuck's sake. Respond to me. 23.
23. Yes, you're right. A very elaborate, very embellished letter about how it's entirely his fault.
It's got one of those really fancy first letters you get in like old Bibles.
Who are you signing this letter?
Chad
What was-
Finch.
What? Yeah, Chad Finch. I was trying to remember what kind of bird he was. But yeah, Chad Finch. Chad Finch is good.
Alright, okay. So, you now have a letter. What do you want to do with
And
it?
I draw a little picture of a chaffinch in the corner.
Alright.
Just in case he's not sure what one is, because I wasn't. Well, fantastic. We have all the evidence we need.
Yeah, let's go get some money for those orphans. And by for those orphans, I mean for us.
Yes, I like your
Because we're
thinking.
gonna adopt orphans.
Yes, I like your thinking, mademoiselle.
They did say we need a key, but
She flexes her cyber hand back.
I don't think we need to wait around for that.
That looks like a key to me.
So I guess we're going.
Alright.
I guess we're going to see the councillor then.
Okay. You go back into the lift. There is the keypad has a button for the penthouse. When you press that, a sort of small blue light appears next to it saying, "Please enter key."
Perhaps it was a metaphorical key, or at least not a cylinder lock.
Is it like a keyhole or like
There's a
there's a
keyhole. There's a keyhole and a small console at the bottom, so you can hack it if you want.
I do not know how to hack.
if you hacking?
I've got hacking.
Yeah.
Yep, roll hacking then.
So
Well, I'm sure you do, AJ.
So we're lot picking and hacking at the same
Just
time. With
just
double
hacking would do.
teaming.
Yeah, you can do both, yeah. So that's that one. Which one are you? Was that for lockpicking, Klepto?
I got a 22 to lockpick.
Okay, so you've
Yeah, that's for
you've lockpicked it,
lockpicking.
and if Jeff rolls to hack, we'll see how it goes.
Why is the only bad roll so far been for me to get stabbed?
In fairness, he rolled high to stab you, so
Yeah. But it was my roll that got me stabbed, is what I mean. Like, I'm not bitter, okay? That's what I'm not saying I'm bitter.
as long as you're not better, that's what matters for.
Yeah, man, fat clouds. Fat clouds, AJ.
The D20.
What's fun? Fat clouds?
Ripping some
Yeah.
cotton.
You got you. Oh, we're sending a command. We're waiting.
We're waiting to see if you're like properly getting it.
There we go. Yes. So you managed to lockpick and bypass the need for a keycard, and the lift shoots up surprisingly quickly, and opens on the top floor with a very satisfying ding.
That thing was most satisfying.
I think I'm gonna flash.
So you walk along this corridor. This corridor is immaculate. It is marble floored. The walls are covered with like family portraits of what looked like a cat in over the history ages, with things like him leading armies and riding horses and all sorts of other things.
Well, it is a good thing I am no longer bleeding all over the place.
And at the end of this small
I have a
corridor,
question
yes,
about the cats riding horses.
yes.
Are they sat on it with like their front paws like holding the reins, or are they like flumped on it with also paws out like the side of it?
In this situation, it's very much a parody of human people riding it, and his legs are either side of it. And although he looks a lot smaller on the back of the horse than they probably originally planned, it does look like he is holding the reins and wearing a one of those sort of almost semicircle hats, one of the sort of
Like,
flat ones with the sort of oval tops, kind of very Napoleon-like.
Yeah. Also, is it like a regular sized horse and a regular sized cat? Or is
yes.
it like, are they proportional?
It's a regular-sized horse and quite a. Looking at it in proportion, he looks quite fat compared to what you'd like. Even compared to like the tuxedo cats of the guards downstairs, it looks like this one's a lot more fluffier than those.
Okay. Is that what people say? This is what people call big bone cats, is it's a fluffy cat?
Yeah. It's like,
It's just a cuddly kitty.
I'm just born fluffy, I know.
Is that what the doctor would say to you, sir? Or would he suggest you get a gastric bind? That isn't a very fluffy cat.
Born
That's it.
fluffy.
Oh, bless.
Oh.
Kitty.
I'd get the dog, but like, he won't fit.
We don't have an animal. Well, we do, but
I ain't touching her, she'll scratch me. She hates me.
So, I have actually got Spotify going in the background, and that cat dance was synced perfectly.
Yeah, he's very good at dancing.
Oh,
He dances a lot on stream. He likes it.
bless.
okay.
So yes, at the end of this corridor is a couple of what looks like waiting benches that look very comfortable. And then there is a large door with a golden plaque on the door that says Jeremias Binkley. And below it it says beloved fat cat.
Are we generally doing he's a fat cat and therefore he's rich? I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Oh, we'll have to find out. You haven't met him yet.
Well, I mean, it's quite opulent to root, which implies a degree of wealth. Bet he has a monocle. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. He has a monocle.
Papa, you're bringing the kids in with you, or you're making them wait.
Of course, they are coming with me. I am not going to leave them in outside where they could get stabbed by a squirrel. That
Squeal?
would be
Real?
most irresponsible.
Squeal?
Squirrel.
That's why.
Look, who said I can't speak French?
How do French
What is
pronounce
French for
squirrel?
squirrel?
Like squirrel. Clearly.
Squeal.
Squirrel.
A squeal of caramel.
Look, do you have anyone who's more French than me to say it otherwise?
Why does squirrel sound like a Pokemon?
Because it probably is.
Squeal. Vine whip.
No, I do not believe that the squirrel would be a grass type. He would be a fire type.
I'm sure there must be a squirrel Pokemon now. Anyway, this is going to be a sidetrack. Let's not go down there. Carry on. Right, where were we?
In the opulent room admiring his horse paintings.
We're off to go see the fat cat.
Mm.
All right. So are you knocking, or are you just pushing the door open?
Well, I feel it would be polite to observe what's the word I'm looking for? The formality of the situation, especially since we are asking him for a great deal of money. And be quiet now, very fraudulent means. But I believe we should put on a good act for him.
Okay. I'm just gonna knock on the door.
Okay. You hear a come in, and as you open the door, you see a very large, very fat cat in a very tight-looking sort of two of the three-piece suit. He doesn't wear the trousers, just wears the waistcoat and the long jacket. And you see him sort of it looks like dusting his paws, and you hear the sound of what sounds like sand rolling into the room, and you see behind him, behind his massive desk, seems to be like, kind of like what looks like some sort of, it's almost like a sort of phone box style box, as it were, with a very thick red velvet cord next to it. He goes, "You've just found me as I was completing my business. How can I help you?"
I figured it out. It's his shitter. Well, I would like to bring to your attention the grave clerical error that your city planning department has unfortunately put in place that has resulted in the deaths of many orphans, many of which we were looking to adopt, but unfortunately they have died, and therefore we are promised compensation from your birdman.
A grave clerical error, you say?
There will be at least 12 graves.
Well,
all of the offense.
Yeah, there are very many graves.
Please bring this piece of paper to me. Let me read this. And he just goes and sits behind his desk.
I slam it down dramatically.
Okay.
Enjoyment in cell.
He sort of shakes his head a little bit, and then he pulls a pair of glasses on a chain up onto his nose and goes, let me read this. And you say these orphans have been removed from the premises?
They've been removed from life, sir.
I see. Well, I'm sure there's room at many of the mouse farming plants.
Oh, no, sir, you misunderstand. Those orphans are dead because of this clerical error.
Oh.
They got crushed. They don't need moved. They were gonna move in with us. We were gonna adopt them.
I mean, there is a market. There's a market for mouse jam.
Yes, but because of the failure to provide the product that your department has caused, we believe, and we are backed up by this letter, is that we are due compensation.
Well,
Yeah, sir.
I suppose I could.
We were gonna start a new life with our beloved children, and now we've been denied that life.
Well, I suppose that even if I did compensate you, that well, maybe you. How about, would you like to do some and he sort of looks, he pulls a drawer up next to him and takes out a manila folder and sits it down and goes, how would you like to do some off-record work for some better pay than you'd get from just the compensation for orphans?
Means this does not sound like compensation. This means sounds like a way for us to do your busy work.
Well,
So, you know, you're saying this will pay better than the orphan compensation, so therefore, could we also get the orphan compensation?
I'm only at liberty to offer,
He gestures to the side where there's a small box on a table. It's like a small, very much like a sort of paper-looking box. It looks like it's like it would contain maybe a dozen donuts.
that would be your compensation from the orphans.
It's not from the orphans, it's for the orphans.
Yeah.
Well,
That's entirely the wrong voice. Why did I go like that?
you did say there was 12 of them. There are 12 donuts in that box.
I said at least 12. I did not do a head count. I am just judging roughly based on the amount of messes he made.
And he only
I
has
don't-
room in his heart for 12 kids.
I see. Well, how about you do some work for me and maybe we'll make it 2 boxes.
Okay, how about this?
Oh, fuck's sake.
We do the work, I take 1 donut with the mouse bits.
Is donuts currency in this world?
Excuse me, I'm missing the point. Do not negotiate, sparkling because you're terrible at it. You are not helping yourself.
That guy outside. It's just I promised that guy a mouse bit donut, and
Oh, the mouse bits, yes, they are one of the most popular from the feline bakery.
Oh, fuck's sake.
yeah, they are delicious.
He sort of waddles over. He picks up the box and brings it back to his desk and sits it down and opens it in front of you. That just looks like several donuts with random coverings on it.
Oh, I believe that the vole is very nice this year.
And he gestures to one at the end, which has what looks like some sort of small skull on top of it.
Very
Is it a roll,
tasty.
did you say?
Oh no. No,
Did you
Vol's too rich for my blood.
Did you say the vole?
Yes, the vole. Have you never had a donut with vole? Oh, it's very tasty.
I can't say I have. But, I suppose we could deign ourselves to offer some assistance.
And he sort of licks his fangs a little bit and looks at all of you and goes,
I mean, mice and sugar goes very well together.
You know, mouse is the poor man's food. Whereas the vole has some class to it. I could be persuaded for a box of the vole donuts.
A box of pure vole. Maybe I could do that, but let's see how you get on with this.
and he hands you the vanilla folder.
Says, you go and deal with this, and maybe we'll talk donuts.
How many liters of orphan were there?
Well, the water pipe burst, so we'll never really know.
Yeah. It'll be very difficult to sort it all out, to strain them off.
Well, they're not pure anymore. It's been watered down.
It's not pure bread.
No. We've been awful to these orphans.
Yeah.
It saves them right for being orphans.
Alright, I'm gonna take the folder and then have a look in it.
All right.
I thought you could not read.
You take the folder off of him. You have a quick glance through it, and this will be where we will continue next time.
Ooh. Did we waste so much time dicking about that?
No, I'm just I try and keep the episodes about an hour and a half if I can.
Ah, that's fair. I suppose because I'm used to doing like 2.5 hour recordings and then them editing down. But I suppose
we tend to do because it's weekly. We do ones that's like an hour and 20 hour.
Yeah, that's fair.
But roughly between an hour and a half, 2 hours, hopefully. But I know this one's been a little bit short. But yes, that will do us for this. Does anyone have anything they wish to add before we wind this up?
I feel like I've said everything questionable.
Just following the story of what happened here. Orphans died. We came out for planning permission, and then We ended up getting a job to get paid in donuts.
But the wall is very good, sir.
Are donuts currency in this world?
They are not currency, but they are very difficult to acquire, the wall, and once you try it, you will understand.
But how will I spend donuts in the peppermint alligator?
Donuts and their G-string.
I mean, if you've never been to a strip club that has a bakery section, then you've never.
Everybody has a fetish, man.
Oh God. So that will do us for today. I'll just very quickly do the post-stream wind-up. So first of all,
thanks everybody for watching.
thanks everyone for watching our first episode. These will continue on Wednesdays. I said they might get a bit longer, they might get a bit roughly, but they'll probably be always around an hour and a half, 2 hours in length. So yes, additional stuff you can get. If you go to dndice.co.uk or gemhammer.com, you can get discount with Penance RPG at checkout. So D and Dice do fantastic dice, don't they, Bellery?
Yes.
Good.
Especially the after.
No.
I think do I actually have some D and Dice around? I think I might, but I can't be asked to get them. So
That's
we'll just
fine.
take me word for it.
Take your word for it.
Really good.
Bellery has some dice. They are fantastic.
We have many dice from D&Dice.
Yes, we do. Love a
Take their word
dice.
for it.
Yeah. So
We actually roll dice occasionally. I never get the opportunity. I just buy them.
oh dear. So yes, if you want some new dice, you can go to dndice.co.uk and get some discount off them. If you want to get some things to augment your games, like the Deck of Wonder and the Deck of Wonder After Dark and all such things, go to gemhammer.com. Again, Penance RPG there gets you, I believe it's 20% off Gemhammer. So yeah, some really good stuff there.
That's a good deal.
It is indeed, it is indeed. So, yes, apart from that, our next streams will be tomorrow night. I'll be doing some more indie horror. Friday we'll do Satisfactory, and then hopefully some form of Spookums game after, if AJ and Cassie are up for it. Sunday will be Dark Tide. Monday will be Mr. Greg being back and is doing his Everlasting Tales. Tuesday will be Bar Trauma, and then more indie horror, and next Wednesday will be more Rattrun. And
But what will be next Saturday?
so I was going to say it's a week on Saturday that your charity stream, isn't it?
It is, yes. 24 hours of nonsense. We'll raise money for Macmillan.
And Bellery's
Yes,
going to shave his head.
don't make promises that I'm not going to keep.
Bellery's going I will donate £100 if you shave your head.
The problem
It's
is,
charity, Bellery. I mean,
it's true.
you know, that wouldn't work for him.
as soon as this is gone, it's not coming back.
Yeah.
Oh
God.
I will very politically say I will think about it.
Oh God. Right. Well, that is all our streams for the next couple of days. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Rattrun. This is a strange concept of a game, but hopefully it will come into its own after a couple of weeks of getting used to the setting. Let me just.
I had fun.
Yeah.
I hope everyone else did.
Yeah, it was fun.
It has been good to have Bellery back as in an RPG form, because we have missed him. The choice for raiding out, we have what are our options? We have someone playing Devour, someone playing Lost in Random. Lost in Random was the really weird one Com was playing before, wasn't it?
I've never heard of it.
I think it was one Com was playing before.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Alright, I think we'll roll into playing Lost in Random. Thank you everyone for being a part of the stream today. As I said, we'll be back with more RPG goodness next week. If anyone does know anyone that might want to join Rattrun in future, we will potentially be looking for more people, because we have had a couple people who sadly had to pull out. So
Yeah.
yes, if anyone would
Turns
like...
out
If anyone...
the orphanage instance was inspired by real events.
But yes, if anyone does want to join, please drop us a message on the Discord, and we'll see about getting more people in. But yes, we're going to roll out now. We're going to go and see, I think it was Cosmic. I need to spell his name right. It helps when I spell his name right.
Doesn't hurt.
I mean, it does make a massive difference when I can spell the name right when I'm looking to read out to them, doesn't it?
I will say, I'm a little bit proud of myself for keeping the accent up for like that long.
I know, you did very well today.
Aside from a slight dip into German. There was a slight dip into German. It's water. Water. Water is a difficult word. It comes out
And
German.
squirrel. Yeah, squirrel was your downfall.
Squirrel is how they say it in the France. They say squirrel.
Yeah, but just remember, so water is up.
Look, I will not remember this.
Up.
I am a fake
How
French
does
man.
it say squished orphans?
That is a question I do not know the answer to.
She's
And I do not
one.
want it in my Google search history.
Oh god. We can look this up for next week if you want, Barry. Anyway.
Although, to be fair, orphan does sound like it could be a French word.
On that note, we will read out. So yes, thank you everyone for being a part of today. Thank you everyone for the cast. We're going to read out now to Bunny. He's playing Lost in Random. So yeah, everyone take care. Catch you next time. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.